bayo. Hi-ya-ya-da-do. Hi-ya-ya-da-do. Iri-ra-ya-da-ya-da-yam-ba-yam-ba-yo. Hi-ya-ya-da-do. Hi-ya-ya-da-do. Iri-ra-ya-da-ya-da-yam-ba-yam-ba-yo. Hi-ya-ya-da-do. Hi-ya-ya-da-do. Iri-ra-ya-da-ya-da-yam-ba-yam-ba-yo.
Thank you so much, Molly. That was Molly Bajgot, and we're going to hear from her again in a little while. So I just want to welcome everyone to this evening's preparation for Tu BiShvat program from the Jewish Climate Action Network of Massachusetts to clean up your snail mailbox, and save a few trees and enjoy some music and some stories, and we'll schmooze a little bit. And so I hope you're ready to have a good time and literally save some trees tonight. So, but first, so in case you don't know me, I'm Rabbi Katy Allen, the co-founder of Jewish Climate Action Network. And I'm just delighted to be here with you tonight. And so I would just like to tell you a few facts about junk mail to get us started, to put us in the mood for wanting to stop our junk mail. And these facts I was totally inspired by an article in the Washington Post and about how to stop junk mail, because it was like, okay, do this, do that, do the next thing. And you do all this, and before you know it, you'll stop getting less junk mail. Because, these boxes that we take to the recycling, I mean, I can stop that as well. I don't have to lug so much to the dump, in addition to all the other benefits of not getting so much snail mail. So I think that Thea's going to put the link to the article in the chat in case you want to read it later at your leisure. But in 2022, 63 billion, not million, and not trillion, thank goodness, but billion catalogs, postcards, credit card offers, and coupon booklets arrived in our mailboxes. So that's a lot of junk mail. Just a few more little factoids here. Typically, each one of us receives about 41 pounds of junk mail each year. I tend to think we get more than that. So somebody out there is not getting very much, I think. And 80 to 100 million trees are cut down each year to print the junk mail. That's a lot of trees. And it costs about $1 billion a year to collect and dispose of all of it. So not only are we cutting down trees, but then we're spending all this money to fuel these fossil fuel things that, machines, trucks, and so on that collect it and dispose of it. But the economics are not in the tree's favor. And that partially has to do with the fact that the post office doesn't get funded anymore, and so they need to actually earn the money. And a lot of their money, 20% of their revenue, comes from marketing mail, and that's about $16 billion. So it's big bucks out here. And it's also true that it works. So 2/3 of households either at least look at it or read it, and 11% respond to mailers. So it works for advertisers to send these mass mailings because we respond. Therefore, we are going to first have a story about trees, something to do with trees, from Judith, Mistress Storyteller Judith Black. So take it away, Judith.
Thank you, Rabbi Katy. And actually, this isn't a story, it's a song. And you're going to hear some sublime music later in this webinar. This is not among those moments. It is what we call pedestrian. And I would love you guys to come on screen because I want you to play with me. Keep your mute on because we all know that singing on Zoom sounds like the next to the last scene of Marat Sade in an echo chamber. So we will leave on the mute, but let me teach you your part of this song. I go, I'm a tree you can see, look at me. And your part is, I'm a person you can see, look at me. So try that. I'm a person you can see, look at me. Okay, you got to use your hands. Thank you. I see a few people using their hands, but your motoric involvement will help you remember the words, honest. So I'm a tree you can see, look at me. I'm a person you can see, look at me. I have branches, your part. I have hands. I have branches. I have hands. I breathe through leaves. You, my lungs expand. I breathe through leaves. You, my lungs expand. Oh, wait, you got to do your lungs expanding here. My lungs expand. Let's try it again. Let me see you do it. I breathe through leaves. My lungs expand. It's really fun. I have bark. You, I have skin. I have bark. I have good. We are different, but are kin. We are different, but are kin. And we'll repeat this enough that it is going to be in your hard drive by the time we are done. I'm a tree you can see, look at me. I'm a person you can see, look at me. I have branches, I breathe through leaves, my lungs. I have bark, we are different, but are kin. My leaves are the best you can see. My leaves drink up the water. They drink the water from below and the sun from sky so blue. They even like to drink in your nasty CO2. They grow glucose to get strong and I exhale oxygen. So what I breathe out, you breathe in, my friend. I'm a tree you can see, look at me. I'm a person you can see. I have branches, I breathe through leaves, my lungs. I have bark, we are different, but are. My blossoms are the best you can see. My blossoms are quite comely and in season so comely. They even provide nectar for the dying honeybees. The fruits and nuts you get from them, an extra dividend. Apples, pears, and walnuts, that you eat, my friends. I'm a tree you can see, look at me. I'm a person you can see, look at me. I have branches, I breathe through leaves, my lungs expand. I have bark, we are, but are. My roots are the best you can see. My roots drink up the water through their tiny root hairs. Your nasty pesticides, they also do ensnare. They bind the soil to the earth throughout the countryside, stopping the worst flooding from floods and badlands slides. I'm a tree you can see. Look at me. I'm a person. I have branches. I breathe through leaves, I have bark. We are, but are. One more time. I'm a tree you can see. Look at me. I'm a person you can see. Look at me. I have branches. I breathe through leaves, my lungs. I have bark. I have. We are, but are. We are, but are. We are, but are. Thank you for playing.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you, Judith. That was really fun. I can see kids really getting into that too. That was great. Okay, so that gave us a little more inspiration. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put two different links for the first two places that we're gonna. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you the link to a website, and we'll also show the website on the screen. But you can I could explain to you what to do, but I think you can probably figure it out really quickly when you go there. The idea is to go there and to actually just fill out their form in the moment. Basically, you need to give them your name and address. They might ask for something else. And while you're doing that, Molly is going to sing for us again. And I guess what we're going to try here is, Molly, I think you're going to be in the background because we're going to show the websites that you can go to. And then, so we'll just hear you. Sorry about that. Would be nice to be able to do both. I don't know, maybe you can do both. Can you do both, Thea? And so the first one, this one is, as you can say, it says, what is the purpose of this website? And the purpose of this particular website, which is optoutprescreen.com, the first link that Thea put in. And that one is for credit card offers. And the other one is a general do not mail option, which, each one of these gets hopefully thins out a little bit. So Molly, you go ahead and sing, and people, you can go ahead and deal with these two websites. Just click on the chat, what's in the link, or this one is dmachoice.org. Okay, if you have a question, just put it, go for it. Go, Molly.
Trees grow slow, and trees grow strong, and trees sway with the wind their whole lives long. Trees hold the ground as they reach for the sky, and fallen trees still feed the seeds they cast before they die. Trees grow slow, and trees grow strong. Trees sway with the wind their whole lives long. Trees hold the ground as they reach for the sky, and fallen trees still feed the seeds they cast before they die. Trees grow slow, and trees grow strong. Trees sway with the wind their whole lives long. Trees hold the ground as they reach for the sky, and fallen trees still feed the seeds they cast before they die. Trees grow slow, trees grow strong. Trees sway with the wind their whole lives long. Trees hold the ground as they reach for the sky. Fallen trees still feed the seeds they cast before they die. Trees grow slow and trees grow strong. Sway with the wind their whole lives long. Trees hold the ground as they reach for the sky, and fallen trees still feed the seeds they cast before they die. Trees, hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Hey, 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 oh, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, 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 oh. Hey, 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 oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 oh. Hey, 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 oh. Trees grow slow and trees grow strong. Trees sway with the wind their whole lives long. Trees hold the ground as they reach for the sky, and fallen trees still feed the seeds they cast before they die. Trees grow slow, trees grow strong. Trees sway with the wind their whole lives long. Oh, and trees hold the ground as they reach for the sky, and fallen trees still feed the seeds they cast before they die. One more time to sing with me if you want to. Trees grow slow and trees grow strong, and trees sway with the wind their whole lives long. Trees hold the ground as they reach for the sky, and fallen trees still feed the seeds they cast before they die. And fallen trees still feed the seeds they cast before they die.
That was beautiful, Molly. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your music with us. That was really great. Really appreciate it. How do people do? Did you get yourself signed up somewhere? Yeah, okay, good. And I'm sorry I forgot to mention that the second one, they do ask for that $5 fee. I'm sorry about that. And yeah, you're jumping the gun, Fran. Hi there. How are you? Good to see you. So we are gonna now break for a little bit of tree Torah. Torah tree, something like that. Actually, tree wisdom from the Torah. So if you would share the screen, Thea. So I brought just a few bits of wisdom from Jewish tradition about trees. And the first one is from the Talmud. A tree that sheds its fruit prematurely, one paints it with red paint, so that people will see the tree and pray for its healing. And when I learned this little bit of Torah about trees, I was so touched. I think we all can identify with trees that we know when they start to get sick. And we know that already the trees, they one of them is sick, and in the forest they literally take care of each other. But this is our tradition from like a long time ago, telling us to pray for sick trees. Now, some of it may have been because for our own benefit, we need the tree, but nevertheless, the idea of praying for the trees really touched me. Okay, the next one. And this is from Yalkut Bereshit, from the Midrash. A tree of life has 500,000 kinds of fruit, and each differing in taste. The appearance of one fruit is not like the appearance of the other, and the fragrance of one fruit is not like the fragrance of the other. Clouds of glory hover above the tree, and from the four directions winds blow on it, so that its fragrance is wafted from world's end to world's end. So this is the tree of life from the Garden of Eden, with 500,000 different kinds of fruit, and each one is different. What is a more wonderful description of the tree of life? I can't imagine, but I also love the fact that, maybe we're still able to catch its fragrance on the wind, even now, if we're lucky. And there's one more, I think. And this is all from the Midrash Pirkei Rabbi Eliezer. When a tree is cut down, its moan goes from one end of the world to the other, yet no sound is heard. And I think if you're on this call, it means trees mean something to you. And my suspicion is that you may have heard that moan or felt it in your heart at some point. Yes, some Cantor Vera Broekhuysen. What a great answer to the old bromide: if a tree falls in the forest. Yes, we hear it. Okay, and so now I invite you to share in the chat, what wisdom have you learned from trees? What is something that you feel that you have learned from trees? Something wise, something funny, patience. The patience of trees, it does take them time to grow, and they move slowly, don't they? Yes, they're brilliant resilience. They come back every year. Trust. Thank you. A reminder to pray looking up at stretched branches. It's better to sit quietly and listen instead of speaking out quickly. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? Anybody? They communicate with each other and sometimes help each other. Yes, and I think one of the pieces that I think of is like, you know, we might have sort of known that in our hearts, and now the scientists are telling us that, but it's been happening even before we knew anything about it. Longevity, love, and patience, to lose leaves and stand proud. Yes, beautiful. I love these. These are great. Thank you. Thank you. I visited a tree every day, and when the men came to trim its branches, listened to its moans and its trust that it would be okay, to hear the music of the leaves. Yeah. I've been resonating with the word marcescence lately. The trees that don't lose their leaves right away. Life comes from death is about hanging on, hang in there, stick tight. That the arc of life is so much longer than the conflicts humans make. Ah, true. Beautiful wisdom you guys have learned from trees. This is great. Thank you. You can keep it coming. Okay, we are going to, I've been in many trees and they have never let me fall. And Molly has to leave, but thank you so much, Molly. We enjoyed your songs. So take care. And so we're going to now look. So the next website is about stopping catalogs. And in this one, you kind of have to pick them out, I think. You have to go through them and check, but we'll put this, so this one can be one that you can come back to again and again, like every time you get another catalog that you don't want, you can look it up and sign off for it. So while you are engaging with catalogchoice.org, we are going to listen to David Schreiber on the viola.
Oh, that was the prelude to the Sixth Cello Suite of Bach. I should have said that first.
Thank you
And
so much, David.
I wish I had professional recording or mic here, but I'm sorry the sound was so poor.
You know what? It was beautiful anyway. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That was great and hopefully inspired you as you were. How did it go signing up for on the catalog thing? How did that go? I see one thumbs up. I can't see everybody. Maybe you can unspotlightly me for a minute, Thea, so we can see everybody. Did you have some success? Okay. Any questions? Troubles? Terrific. Okay. I think we're on for another story.
Ah.
Judith,
Oh,
you're up again.
This was created for today. I'm a tree, you can see, and that song was cute, but really, like all human endeavors, completely focused on what we, my family of trees, can give to you humans. Apologies for being rude, but your species is somewhat self-absorbed. Now, since you do not know our language, you can simply call me Mom. I'm one of the oldest trees in the forest. Not bad for 210 years, hey? And like your moms, I care for the next generations. Unlike humans, I don't take full credit for this activity. I could not do it without the wonderful mycelium networks that lie beneath the earth. We call it the Wood Wide Web. I didn't see enough of you laugh. Let me say that again. It is hard to be a tree with a laugh line. We call it the Wood Wide Web. Thank you very much. Let me explain. Growing into my magnificent roots is mycorrhizal fungi, actually roots, the roots of fungus. Oh, hello, little ones. Thank you for all you do. Oh, you do so much work. Now, these thread-like fungal roots weave into mine and grow, grow, grow through the forest understory. Well, we are having the most fun in places that you can't see and doing something that humans seem incapable of. sharing resources. Now, as a large old tree, I take in more sunshine and I make more glucose, aka sugar in your parlance, than I need. And my fungal root friends help me share it, along with nutrients and water and other trees that might require it for their health. Oh, look at that. I also help nurture baby seeds. Look at the cute one there, just poking her head up. Oh, I think she's deciduous, like myself. I shall speak with the network, darling, and make sure that you receive all of the nutrients, water, and glucose that you need. Oh, you are adorable. All right, there is some nepotism here, to be honest. I do favor my own. Don't we all? But I also share with conifers, evergreens, and fruit trees. We need all types in the forest. I mean, actually, and my darlings, this is another lesson humans could stand to learn from us. We are stronger because of our diversity. It enables us to hold off diseases and unwanted insects that nibble away at our leaves and bark. Ugh, disgusting. Now, mind you, most insects cohabit beautifully with us, and they are an important part of our food chain. Most insects, but these horrible ones that eat my bark and leaves, let them go to those horrible tree farms where they grow endless personality-less rows of conifers. And if they don't go up in flames from all the fires you have created, then they are killed midwinter at a young age to celebrate some famous person's birthday. Honestly, honest to the goddess, what kind of celebration is that? No, no, no. Look at us and all the wonderful birds, animals, plants, and other fungi that we host. Wait, what's that? Oh, dear goddess, a sadder sight I have yet to see. One of my children, ground up, reconstituted as a thin, flat, once proud tree. And look, there's something stamped on it. Oh, it's a woman's brassiere. Oh, and there's another one fluttering down. Boot and shoe wear. And another, oh dear, I have to ruffle my leaves and get them to fall. Hold those to the ground, and mushrooms, do eat them, please, and bring them back into our system. Yes, yes, yes. That is what we must do. Wait, what is that horrible sound? Diesel power saws. Maya knew about this. I will send a message through the mycelium network. You will not. Do you know that I learned this just today, a few minutes ago, that 80 to 100 million of my brethren are cut down annually? I will communicate to them through the mycelium that there is danger, that humans are approaching, that they must make themselves look very diseased and unhealthy so they do not get cut down. Oh, God, respect us. Now, I need you to get to work canceling all those ridiculous, unnecessary pieces of my children that you receive in the mail. Now go to it. What are you waiting for? Rabbi, I'm a tree. I can't do this part. Whip them into shape now.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, Judith. Yes, I have been known for cracking a whip, right? Okay. And I was realizing that I didn't put in the tree wisdom of just a little bit about Tu BiShvat, which I was thinking. So the New Year's for the trees, like counting your trees, like how many trees do you have? And it was actually in ancient times, it was tax day. How much tax are you going to be paying because of how many trees do you have? And we do love New Year's, so we have 4 of them, and this is one of them. But from paying taxes to cutting them down for things that we don't even need. So today, our renewed commitment to try to save some of them. Thank you, Judith. That was beautiful. Okay. So we have one more app coming up, and that is actually an app on your phone. Now, this is one of the apps that you have to pay with. You can choose like month by month, so you could do it just for 1 month if you wanted to. You can choose a whole year. I choose to do it for 6 months. I started, I don't know, about 6 weeks ago. And basically, the thing that I like about it is, and I really do like this app, is that it makes it so easy because it's on your phone. Your mail comes in, you pull aside the ones you don't want to get again, and you look them up. And just about everything that I've looked up has been on their list. And then sometimes they want you to take a picture of the return address and your address, and you just take the picture, choose the picture, upload it. It probably takes 30 seconds per type of junk mail. So this you do need to have a smartphone so you can do this. I don't know if you can sign up online or not. Does it look like you can from the website there? Yeah, these are the different options. So I chose 6 months for $16. I figured that the trees deserved to get my to spend $16.
Tell them also how long it takes to.
Yeah, it does. It takes a while with all of these things that you're signing up for. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes usually it says that on the app it will usually tell you how long it will take, and it usually is like 6 to 12 weeks. But I have a very long list now. It is amazing to stop and notice like how many different places send junk mail, because after still 6 weeks I'm still getting them, and some of these are places that I never heard of before, but somehow or other they found me, who's custom ink. And then there's some that have been like really annoying and I haven't been able to figure out how to get rid of them, or ones that were of interest to me like years ago and then they stopped being, but they're still sending them to me, advertisements from places that I have no intention of ever getting anything from. And so they will say, you will see that first that the request has been sent, and then you will see after a little while that it's processing it. And then eventually, like some of the very first ones that I filled out, it's telling me that I've been unsubscribed. So this one, I'd been on their list. Oh, I don't know what these dates are. Okay. So some of them I've actually managed to already get unsubscribed from, but it does take time. So with that, somebody put in that we learn patience from trees. This requires patience. This is everything. Okay. You can put any kind of junk mail you get in here. The catalog choice one is just catalogs. And this one is everything. And it includes advertisements. It includes, the problem with donating to an organization is then they cut down a lot of trees in order to keep trying to get your money. So some of them are those. I've requested ones from just, what was it? What was I going to say? Credit cards. Some of them are credit card ones. A lot of them are ones that come from, or sometimes you got a catalog. You can do catalogs on here too. So it is catalogs, but it's a lot of other things too. So when you look back through it, I'm looking back through it and I can see like there's a history of where I've ever made donations, etc. Yeah, the hope is that, yes, the right-wing Christian colleges will hopefully stop bothering you. Yes, that is the deal. Okay, so we are now, I've talked way too long. You're probably already finished, but we're still going to hear some music anyway. So while you're doing that, and if you have a pile of mail next to you, you can work on it. Cantor Vera from Congregation Bethel is going to sing for us. So take it away, Vera.
This is going to be the same nigun that Molly began us with, and I'm just going to sing it over and over. And Rabbi Katy, if you'll send me a message when you're ready for me to wind down, because this can go as long as we want. And I hope if you find yourself humming or singing along that you let yourself sink into that too.
Thank you, Vera. That was beautiful. Okay. I guess that's a Tu BiShvat. Tu BiShvat. Tu BiShvat. Okay. So, I just want everybody, if you can just show everybody's pictures, and I just invite you to reflect on what you've just done. And did you make progress, and just anything that you want to share about this whole effort that we've been engaged in this evening? Anybody want to share anything? Questions, comments, thoughts? So here was a thought that occurred to me, which was, okay, the Tu BiShvat to Passover arc. You should send everybody a very quick survey right before Passover and ask if you have noticed a decrease in the amount of your junk mail since Tu BiShvat. That would be a nice way to go into Passover, wouldn't it? With an ability to see that we've made a difference for the trees. So, anybody else want to chime in with anything? Okay, Ellen. Hi.
This is not quite exactly junk mail, but it is a plug for local wood. In Massachusetts, we have, oh, what do they call it? Like Conservation Council or something. So there's all these mills in Massachusetts that grow trees, and they cut them fairly responsibly compared to like most of the wood that if you go to a box store and you get wood for building whatever project, like for us, it's going to be raised bed gardens and cold frames. So we've made a big effort to source the wood from responsible growers and harvesters throughout New England, mostly New Hampshire and Massachusetts. And I just wanted to ask people to be mindful of that, especially if you're doing a small project at your house. If you're hiring somebody, they're going to want to go to National Lumber and Home Depot and get the cheap stuff that comes from out west or down in South Carolina. And if you can make that commitment or afford a little bit more sometimes, or sometimes, go pick it up yourself if there's not that much wood that's needed. So I just wanted to mention
Thank
that.
you, Ellen.
I'm sorry I don't have a link. I will try to send it to you, Katie. But there's like about 10 or 12 in Massachusetts that you can get your wood from, local folks.
Okay, yeah, we're probably going to send an email to everybody who signed up with all the links and everything. So if you missed something, or we'll include the links to the songs and, just everything that came through. So, so you'd be getting an email. So if you have something to send me, then we could put that in there too. Anybody, and somebody is suggesting, paperless options for banking and all of those things. And Fred asked me to compare the environmental impact of paper versus email, and I was like, well, that's not what we're doing tonight. It would be interesting though to have that factoid if somebody wanted to go down that particular rabbit hole. Yeah, okay. Anything else before we have one last piece of music? Well, thank you, everyone. And I really do hope you see a difference. And next time you see a tree, you can just give it an extra pat. And if you hear anything else, so some people somebody just asked where we can watch it again. Okay, in that email, we'll include the link to this too, so the recording. So it might be a little while before they get that recording out, but we'll do that so that you can share it with other people and it will have all the information you need. Okay. I see some enthusiasm coming from you, Myra. Thank you. Wonderful. That's great. Terrific. The Tree Whisperer. Yes, there are wonderful books out there about trees. And here's the Washington Post article. If you want to read the whole thing, there's some more information in there that's interesting. I think I got the main key action items, but yeah, that was the inspiration behind this. Okay, everybody. So Vera, thanks, Fran. It's nice to see you. And Vera, one more song to sing us out. Okay.
Sure. So this is another Ellie Halpert song, and it's another Tu BiShvat song. Putting the link in there. I'm going to put the words to the chorus, if you will. This is a round. There are at least 4 overlapping parts, and I'll sing what's here first and keep a beat going, and I'll encourage you, wherever you are, to keep singing that part, and then I'll layer some of the other parts over it. So we can try a little bit what the layers sound like without all unmuting at the same time, because sadly we know what happens then. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are breathing. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are, the branches swinging. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are breathing. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are, the branches swinging. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are breathing. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are, the branches swinging. Sing along. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are breathing. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are, the branches swinging. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are breathing. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are, the branches swinging. Keep that going. We are hard, we are soft, our cores are strong, our hearts aloft. We are hard, we are soft, our cores are strong, our hearts aloft. We are hard, we are soft, our cores are strong, our hearts aloft. We are hard, we are soft, our cores are strong, our hearts are... Oh, the land, what a gift! Community, we fight for this, with roots in ground and hearts in sky. The seasons turn, we try and try. Oh, the land, what a gift! Community, we fight for this, with roots in ground and hearts in sky. The seasons turn, we try and try. There is something we don't know. We use this to feed our souls. There is something we don't know. We use this to feed our souls. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are breathing. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are, the branches swinging. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are breathing. The birthday of the trees of the life that fills our needs. No matter where we are, the branches swinging. All the blessings of Tu BiShvat on you. I hope you do go to the link that I threw in there and you can hear all the parts happening at once. It's really amazing, and I hope that you had a chance to sing a little and let your breath turn into song, as with the trees we breathe in and we breathe out.
Thank you so much, Cantor Vera. That was really lovely. That was wonderful. What a great way to sing us out into the next step of our evening. So thank you everyone for coming. Thank you everyone for taking action tonight. We are the Jewish Climate Action Network. And so we have combined here tonight action and lifting our spirits with song and stories. So Thanks everyone for coming, and have a wonderful Tu BiShvat. Don't forget to eat some of those wonderful fruits and nuts, and if you can, whatever you're able to, and enjoy them. Thank you everyone. Good night. Laila Tov. Tu BiShvat Sameach.